So I got some really great advice from an entrepreneur the other day. And this entrepreneur not only had built his own company and, of course, amassed millions of dollars for himself, but he also earlier in his career walked up that corporate ladder, or should I say he ran up that corporate ladder. And that piece of advice that he gave me was pretty simple, but it was so effective. I've been using it within the last 2 years of my corporate career, and it's done wonders. And that's really just to grab 30 minutes to introduce yourself to a leader. So pick a leader. It could be someone that's maybe led a meeting that you've seen, or someone that you've heard of within the organization that you work for, maybe someone that you're just curious about, right? And you don't necessarily have to just put the 30 minutes on their calendar and feel that you're overstepping, right? You can always introduce yourself via Microsoft Teams or whatever internal communication, platform that you have within your company. You can even ask in person, of course. So during that 30 minutes, you want to be able to get information about their story, right? Explain your story, explain your goals, be intentional with this conversation. Don't kind of just have it be everywhere. Of course, if the conversation touches on many different topics, great. I've definitely had those situations, but I always go in with a game plan. I always go in with at least 4 to 5 topics that I want to discuss with this person. And I always want to set up another conversation just to see if things can keep going. But also just kind of seeing if I can get sort of an unofficial, mentorship situation going. Just because if I keep demonstrating the fact that I want to progress to this individual, chances are if they have a project or some initiative in the future, they might think of you and they might bring you into their team. So take that and stay safe.